Juan of the Dead, aka Juan de los Muertos, by director Alejandro Bruges. I'm kind of assuming that's Spanish in one way or the other. Sorry for my butchering of that one. Anyways, I can't say I'm too familiar with the Cuban horror film scene. I just kind of thought their day-to-day lives were so crappy enough that they didn't put up with that kind of crazy nonsense. Plus, where did they get the film? Well, I guess I had the film back there in the 1950s or so, yeah, okay, I'll buy it. There's still a bunch of socialist commies, though. Or, so I've been told. Apparently, their news here tells them the same thing about us, the U.S., except, well, we're not socialists. We're commies. Well, at least, not most of us. Juan and his buddy, just out fishing. Well, mainly just drinking rum. Because, well, what else? They end up spearing, something. They shall not speak of it again. But things back in the city of Havana have taken an odd turn. Apparently a lot of civil unrest seems to be popping up. Most likely a scheme from their American nemesis. Juan seems to have a bit of a shifty past, so he uses those skills to try and fight off these anti-socialists while trying to reconnect with his estranged daughter. It is quite a drama, with zombies, and boat wars, and a tranny that's just deadly with a slingshot. Obviously, from the title, is a play on Edgar Wright's Shaun of the Dead, just like, 7 years later. It probably took him that long to get that much film to make it. But it also stars an almost unintelligible Scotsman that has a Nick Frost kind of vibe to him. And it does a pretty good job of it, keeping in that same dark horror comedy vein with a couple of idiots just trying to figure out their next move and not really being the smartest about it. Who takes a guy who faints at the sight of blood with them to hunt zombies? Dude can kick some zombie ass though. Or dissidents, as they like to call them. Interesting political lens that it obviously has, but all in good bloody fun. Could have been a little better though without a few questionable plot points and an odd dance number, but there are a lot of good different humorous bits here that play out. Great scene. Relatively early on, there's a harpooning and realizing that what they're up against isn't vampires. Media notes? And credits has some nicely done comic style illustrations. Kind of sweet. So for story, I'll give it 3.5 beers. Look, 3.5 beers. Obviously, not a huge budget, but overall not bad. Some cheats, some CGI, but decent enough consistent look and realizations of the scenario at hand. So definitely a good kind of companion piece to Shaun of the Dead if you liked that style. Just, in Spanish or Cuban. I don't know. You gotta subtitle it because it's fucking commie shit. I don't know what they're speaking here. So yeah, cheers.